FOB-TV, the Future of Broadcasting TV, was formed on November 11th, 2011 in Shanghai, just about a year ago. And its objectives were to define the requirements of future terrestrial broadcast systems, to explore unified terrestrial broadcast standards, and promote global technology sharing. Interesting comments. If you look at this, what it really is saying, it's a little bit talking about how, as broadcasters, we better stick together. Why? Because there's other people that covet our frequencies and our business and our listeners and our viewers. This is the joint declaration that came out of FOB-TV, talking about the advantages that over-the-air, free over-the-air television brings the world, and why should there be a global standard? Think about it for a second. If in fact it's true, let's just take it as a supposition. If in fact it's true that the cellular and the wireless businesses covet our business, well, they have a global standard. You can take your 3G phone or your 4G phone and use it everywhere. But we as broadcasters don't. And that's seen as a negative. So there's pressure to convert television to a single world standard. The interesting thing to see, the Philippines has been fought over by the various advocates of their systems. ATSC has been here, DDVT has been here, ISDVT has been living here, trying to pressure the Philippines into their system, right? But all of these organizations are part of FOB-TV. They see the need for a unified standard. And if you talk to the big networks, if you talk to the government broadcasters, one of the things you find is that they all believe this is going to happen. This is a fait accompli. Look at the types of organizations that are a part of this. Look at ABU, the organization that represents the Philippines on the world stage. Look at NHK. Okay? Look at the manufacturers like Sony in Japan. They're all members of FOB-TV. This isn't going to be an easy thing. This isn't going to be a negotiation, but it is going to happen. This is the summary that came from the FOB-TV meetings in Amsterdam in September, just 2 months ago. This is a defining moment for terrestrial broadcasting. Spectrum-efficient wireless delivery of media content to an unlimited number of receivers makes terrestrial broadcasting a vital technology. Interesting comment. Why is this comment phrased this way? It's because it's commonly known among the engineering community that if everybody decided to tune in on their telephones, on their smartphones, to a particular football game or a particular World Series game or what have you, the cellular telephony movement would crash. We would bring down that. But we do it in broadcasting every day. We can have everybody tuned to one station every day. We can do that, and our technology is immune to that kind of problem. Terrestrial broadcast technology must advance to be relevant. I've heard that over and over and over during this show. We all accept that. A global standard is necessary, and FOB-TV will provide an international collaboration necessary to define the core set of technologies for the next generation global standard. So how can I future-proof my investments? How can I move forward to digital? Because with every fiber of my being, folks, I believe we must go to digital. To stay in analog when the entire rest of the world is in digital, and when our competition in cell phones and the web and satellite is all digital, is doomed. So we must go to digital, but how do we protect our investment? We've got to protect against repacks. We've got to choose frequency agile equipment because we know there's going to be change. We must plan for change. And we've got to protect against digital standards changes. Some of you may be aware that Nautel just introduced a television transmitter, but we went back to the drawing board just a few weeks ago and designed a software-defined exciter. This means that the exciter in the transmitter is the same exciter, whether it's ISDVT, DVB-T2, ATSC, or an undefined future standard. You just download new software into it to change what it does. This is the type of thinking you're going to have to do when you build your networks. Don't stop. It might be logical to say, I'll just wait until everybody makes up their mind, but it'll be too late. We can't do that. We must move forward, but we've got to move forward smartly. So we must embrace digital regardless of the changes coming. We have new competition. The cellular industry covets our spectrum, our listeners and our viewers, and we've already lost lots of spectrum, and it looks like they'll grab more. Let's face it, in most countries around the world, the broadcasters don't pay for their spectrum. We provide a service in exchange for free use of the spectrum, but the government is very open to the idea of taking spectrum from us and selling it and making billions of dollars. So we've got to protect ourselves. We must provide competitive products to IP broadcast, better quality, more content choices, ability to reach our customers everywhere, even in the mobile environment. So I'm not preaching. I just decided it would be useful to provide another perspective on this type of technology, and that's why I chose this presentation, and I hope you find it valuable. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chuck Kelly. Delegates wish